got ourselves a lot of rogues, man. What is this? Yeah, somebody chat, M said Rogue Rumble. Rogues didn't even get any changes. You guys are all popping in on classic, got like nothing reworked. Just got buffed up. I guess we'll find out if they're any good. Over for the team one, we got ourselves Elo, another class that didn't really get a lot of changes. I like the little switch up when you mog though. I like the shoulders, like the whole Kareshi shoulders, and they got that outline like Legion. Ah, I'm a sucker. You see how the spike it has an outline? Legion gear has a lot of that. I'm a sucker for that. I don't know why, dude. I'm a simp for Legion. FK9, what is his name? I like the look though. What the hell? Saya immediately hit that man with a hodge as he goes up for a shadow strike, tricking for the rogue. Blaze protection for Saya as FK9 try to see if he can get FK out of here. Look at shadows to follow. Got him some blades and everything. Saya trying to see if he catch up. Rogue got the sprint. He's got himself the juice. Look at him go, dude. Got himself a meld on top of it just to make sure he gets himself reset. Opening up with the shadow strike just opens it for a hodge though. Saya, shield of Venice to follow. Disarm for a second. Blind for the rogue. Looking to escape before Dawnlight hits him. Didn't Pallies also get buffed up all across the board too, by the way? Didn't the red Pally get beefed up all across the board? I'm pretty sure they did. Full wake of ashes, Dawnlight, everything down. Saya hit with a hodge or kid shot for a second. FK9, I think it's just FK done for the cow, dude. Leo gonna be up next. The Frost DK, the big rework. It is finally here. We did it. And full first aid for Saya, trying to give him as much of an auto duel. Over for this team, we also got ourselves Kenneman back. We got ourselves Natty as an evoker. And we got ourselves, I guess I would introduce Alu, didn't I? Over for the team Saya, we also have Gorers in the back, stand by over these rogues, man. Just waiting it out. Gonna be opener by Leo into a hodge, but I think it was IBF immediately. Full burst on Saya. Got himself the riders. Saya taking a lot of damage. Blinds us immediately. Trying to see if he can back the hell out of here. But it's gonna be Leo just chasing after him on his own mount. Gripping back in. Saya has nowhere to go. Leo has to follow. But I think he's gonna be able to burn through it very quickly. Shield of it is barely holding on. Massive crits continue just to hit spike up Saya over and over. Leo's out for blood, man. Leo is out and trying to see if he can add Saya right then and there. Bulba's still ready for Saya. Guess he needs does use Dawnlight in order just to make sure he got himself plenty of survivability. Trick it out of Leo. Dome down for a second. Saya getting super low on health. Got himself wings with the Wake of Ashes very soon. I don't know. Leo's actually melting with the Dawnlight. He's got himself a little bit. Oh no, I think he stole Dawnlight heal from Saya. I actually think he stole a Dawnlight heal from Saya. I don't know what else is healing him like permanently like that. That is crazy. He's got himself a bit of a slow for Saya. Trying to see if he can get around it. Saya with the consecration also got his own slow. Both does got the Death and Decay consecration style slow. Ground slow. Hodge on a Leo. He's gonna have to take damage to the face. No Wake of Ashes for Saya though, so he might have committed that Hodge a little too early. He's still got a bubble in case he used to. Hey down my buddy. What's up, Lightboy? How you doing, man? Doing NA tomorrow. That is the plan right now, absolutely. That is the plan right now. Yes. My man named absolutely. Yes. That is the plan. Let's see how it goes. Hey, Arcane is apparently cracked out, so I'm guessing maybe we'll see my boy Seawork. You know what I mean? I'm surprised we don't see a single Arcane Mage out here, because apparently they're just like popping people like balloon. Saya with a Hand of Freedom does get hit with a silence, full stun by the pets. That's going to be a bubble potentially. Does get out of this. Wake of Ashes to follow. Try to see if he can hold on to the bubble until later. Stone out to Saya, Leo. Try to see if he can reverse a lot of the damage. Does not follow up with another jumpers, unfortunately. Question is, can Leo recover here? He needs himself a little bit of healing. Got himself at least a little bit of damn with a death back to follow to give himself more health to work with. Saya does not want to just pop a bubble and then see if he can end Leo. He wants to save it up until when he absolutely needs it. Dawnlight still burning through Leo, but that AMS keeping him nice and healthy. And right now, he just needs to find himself a good angle with Saya. Saya's out of mana completely, so it's not like this man can heal. If you force some damage on him, he'll definitely have to bubble this immediately. Leo, get hit with a Hodge. IBF to follow. Got him some big damage. Saya might just have to bubble this. I don't know if you can run up to him and grip him. But Saya's just going to get out of here. Dawnlight looking for the full recovery while letting Leo melt behind the pillar. Blind out for Leo for a second with an AMS available. I don't know. I think Saya actually might potentially win this. Leo will have to really pull off a hell of a move because he's got to live through that bubble of Saya. He can't, unless he can kick it, which I think is the only thing he can really do. But I don't know if Saya has a single thing that can be countered as a castable spell. I don't think he is even running like Searing Glare, that like blinding attack. So I don't really know. Silence out for Leo. Does control some of Saya's damage and CC. Bubble out. AMS is available. Hodge, but actually absorbs it with an AMS. So Leo at least is not stunned, but he's still taking a lot of damage. He needs a lot of healing immediately, but Saya just cleaves him down, runs out of there. This is with a quick hit and run with Kenem going to be up next. I like his Mog. Look at that, a rotten looking set, man. And then you got the weapon. Weapon kind of sort of matches. I think if you wanted to go for like a spear, that's the closest spear you could really get that could match. Bubble instantly out of Kenem, so he's just immediately blowing that massive defensive. So for Saya, he just got to find a way to run out of there. Bloodsucker protection not available yet. Leon Hands may be available already though. Leon Hands might be available though, but I'm not 100%. Got himself a bit of that Wake of Ashes, big damage on the Kenem, and Kenem is actually melting, bubbled out immediately already. That's going to be a lay on hands. Kenem is actually left with not a lot of cooldowns to work with. Saya could potentially just press the advantage. Stun, there's nothing Kenem can do. It is just lights bubbling early, and throwing that big defensive away like that is what really set him behind. And there's just nothing he can do. Saya, blessing a saint to make sure there's no stuns. Got himself a enhance, and Natty's up next. Still playing the Augmentation Evoker. Needs to get a big knock up on the Saya. Big eruptions. Oh, the 1-2 punch does take him out. Oh my goodness. I actually think Saya had a blessing of Spell Warden too. I don't know if it was up that quick, but damn. 1-2 punch out of the Aug Evoker. Will need something to get splashed. It's just going to go for immunity. Was able to dodge a cheap shot, but that immune at least helped him out a little bit. Trying to get himself an angle. Let's try to see if he can avoid him. It's going to be a Fire Breath. You definitely got to make sure to get a claw on the guy at least once to slow him down. Just to make sure you constantly have him like in combat. Is going to catch himself a reset sap. Wall was up for Natty. Does still have a trinket in case he needs to. Does burn it. Gonna go for a little bit of recovery here. Wall is available. Armor is up. Shield is available. Is actually just going to rush away from Plush. But I actually don't know if he wants to run away. Is going to go picking up the eye. If you are picking up the eye, you got to find the rogue immediately. You got to find them. You know he's going to be around one of these pillars. You could potentially do the root thing around the corner. I think he's aware of where the rogue is at. You could do the root thing. Unless he doesn't have the cooldown for it. Does get himself a couple instas though. The instas to put the rogue on the map, however, is pretty good. Definitely needs to make sure you got himself a defensive before the rogue goes in for a Saparoo. Immunes it. Hey, that's a hell of a defensive. Can you immune while CC'd? I don't think you can, right? Where's the place? Where is a place? A place is whatever you want to call it, my guy. What's up, Void? How do my man? Ooh, what? I feel like that Evoker root should have connected. Blizzard, hello? I actually think Natty should have been able to get Plush out the open. He literally was right in the middle of it. Natty tried to see if he can get the hell as well out of dodge, but just not a lot of health. The rogue can chase. Small shield barely going to keep you alive. Got yourself that nice proc for an upheaval. Maybe you can go for a stun with a deep breath. That's about all you can really do if you have it. Oh, wait, actually, Plush is super low in health. Hold on a second. Just needs one good hit. Fire breath does not connect. Eruption though. No, it doesn't quite connect. Natty's trying to see if he can back himself out of dodge though. We'll need to pre-wall this. We'll need to pre-wall the rogue. The rogue is in. Cheap shot. Cannot pre-wall. That is unfortunate. He almost had it too. She danced for a second. Oh, it's over. It's over. It's over. Oh, unless Natty just lives. Oh, he's still alive. Immune. The rogue with a cloak. You got wall. You got to do something instantaneous. Instant damage. Whatever you got. I don't know what else you can do. Heal. Secret technique barely keeps you alive though. What is this? How are you alive? How was this man alive? How was Natty alive though for so long? What in the hell? What is going on, man? Gonna be a stun onto Plus. Does have himself a trinket. Going full damage also Elo. Holy. I feel like Roker just needed one good hit. One, like if that fire breath connected, one good hit and it would have been over. Oh my god. Dude, I was on the edge of my seat. I'm like, geez, somebody's got to win here, right? Does Zelda have Spectral Sight? That's the only way you really live this, is if you have Spectral. Darkness, trying to expect Plus to charge it, but ain't happening, man. Finally, a balanced rogue. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a statement said. I feel like that's something a rogue main would say is, oh, finally a balanced rogue. A rogue main would say something like that. Can you still hit him? You can. Up in the air. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, Plus, dude, he almost had victory snatched from his little midst there twice, but still comes out on top. Speaking about top, Saya is just topping these boys, man. Unfortunate. Red Paladin getting juice, man. How did Blizzard look at how good Red Paladins were last season? And we're like, all right, let's just inject.